Previously on Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix.
After deciding we had clearly understood and mastered each gameplay element in Birth by Sleep, we skipped the tutorial and launched straight into the Mark of Mastery exam. As we already know, Xehanort interferes and Terra accidentally taps into his latent darkness, causing him to fail the exam while Aqua succeeds. Cut to Aqua in the middle of an extremely boring lecture from Ericus, which is then mercifully interrupted by a report that the unversed, fledgling emotions that have taken monster form have begun attacking the Princesses of Heart. Xehanort has disappeared also. Ericus sends Terra and Aqua out to kill the unversed and find Xehanort, telling Terra this is his second chance at the exam. Terra leaves, but Ericus stops Aqua and tells her that she also needs to watch Terra and see if he shows signs of succumbing to his latent darkness. Aqua leaves and promises that she won't let Terra succumb to the darkness, and he's stronger than Ericus thinks. Oops. Aqua leaves the castle just in time to see Terra touch Vin's head and fly off. Vin follows him, and Ericus freaks out because apparently Ventus leaving the land of departure is a really bad thing, but not bad enough for Ericus to get off his ass and do anything about it, so he sends Aqua after him. Aqua then goes to the Castle of Dreams where she runs into Terra and tells him that Vin was looking for him because he fucking obviously wanted to say something, but Terra didn't listen. Terra tells Aqua he hasn't found Xehanort yet, but knows he's looking for pure hearts filled with light, which only Aqua realizes is extremely weird. As Terra walks away, Aqua assures herself that he won't give in to the darkness. Oops. Aqua then explores the world and engages in some light slapstick to stall for time until Cinderella can try on the glass slipper so she can become queen and continue to spend her entire life unemployed living rent-free in someone else's house. Off to the dwarf woodlands where we see Snow White terrified of an old woman trying to hand her an apple before inexplicably deciding to eat the apple and dying. We spend some time with the five dwarfs of grief, denially, angry, bargainy, depressing, and acceptancy, before jetting off and fighting the spirit of the magic mirror, a wholly original boss fight which we've never seen before and certainly wasn't shamelessly recycled within the same game. She escorts the prince back to Snow White and he kisses her even though I'm not really sure they've actually even met, and she wakes up. Watching Snow White wake up reminds Aqua, who only knows two people, of Ventus waking up, so we get a flashback to that for no reason. Aqua then flies off to the Enchanted Dominion, where she finds Ventus talking to Maleficent, who says Terra stole a heart. Ventus believes her until Aqua, who has absolutely no idea what they're talking about because she hasn't met Aurora yet, tells him not to believe her, so he doesn't. Then Aqua tells him that the Master sent Aqua to bring Ventus home, a fact that he chooses to be really upset about later but not right now, and he flies off after Terra alone instead of teaming up with Aqua, which would have prevented every single problem they encounter in this game. Aqua sticks around even though she's not supposed to and saves a Print who helps her fight Maleficent, who is also a dragon apparently. Maleficent is defeated, explodes into flames, and is never seen again. We then go to Radiant Garden, and Aqua, suddenly remembering that she's supposed to be looking for Terra, runs around looking for Terra, probably regretting her choice to let him just walk away in the Castle of Dreams. She runs into Kairi being attacked by Unversed, and Mickey shows up so he can spend the entire fight dead while Aqua does all the work. Kairi's grandma shows up and basically just explains some Kingdom Hearts lore directly to the players because even Kairi's entire family is just boring, poorly written plot devices. Aqua then runs into Terra and Ventus. Ventus tells Terra that he's killed Vanitas. This means that Terra's quest to find Xehanort, find Ventus, and kill Vanitas are all complete, but for some reason Terra decides he's not done. Aqua accidentally admits to spying on Terra for Ericus, and Terra just decides to be angry about this, so he storms off. Ventus, heartbroken, asks Aqua if the Master also sent her to bring him home, which she already told him was the case before, but this time he just decides to be angry about this and storms off, after calling Aqua awful. So the Wayfinder trio splits up without spending another night beneath the same stars. Aqua runs into Merlin, who unlocks the Honeypot command board, a very fun and well-balanced minigame that lives up to the simple enjoyment of every other Winnie the Pooh level. Aqua runs into Vanitas, and they fight even though Xehanort and Vanitas' plan rests entirely on Aqua being alive later, and if Vanitas won, it would basically prevent the entire rest of the Kingdom Hearts series from actually happening. Aqua then goes to Toontown alone, using the tickets that Ventus gave everyone to all go together, which honestly seems kinda shitty. The town is holding a Million Dreams competition where everyone votes for the most upstanding citizen, and wouldn't you know that it's a three-way tie between Aqua, Terra, and Ventus, despite none of them being citizens, and there not really being a mathematically feasible way for this to happen without some very weird rules about voting for yourself or friends. My boyfriend Pete is mad because he thinks he should have won, and even though he's beautiful and perfect, he didn't win, so Minnie banishes him to either hell or outer space, a power she has that is never mentioned again. We then take a quick detour to see Maleficent making a deal with Pete and rescuing him from either hell or outer space, a power she has that is never mentioned again. Aqua goes to Olympus Coliseum to get sexually harassed like a lot, and Phil explains the extremely confusing and unnecessary bracket structure of the games as the reason she can't see Terra even though Terra is there on the same planet in the same place doing the same thing at the same time as Aqua. She does some stuff, who cares, and then flies to Deep Throat and does some other stuff, who cares, then she goes off to Never Never Land where she's attacked by Vanitas again, which is dumb for all the same reasons it was dumb the first time. Aqua wins, luckily for everyone involved. Aqua goes to Destiny Islands and trauma dumps on a couple of 6-year-olds. Aqua can tell that Terra gave Riku the power of the Keyblade, so she doesn't give it to Sora because one Keyblade is enough for any friendship. This ends up being completely meaningless because they both end up with Keyblade and their friendship goes super smoothly and has no difficulties at all. Aqua finds Mickey dead in space, so she brings him to the mysterious tower and learns from Sid that Terra has killed Master Ericus. Aqua goes to the Keyblade graveyard and meets up with Terra and Ventus. They reconcile and Ventus reveals that Xehanort wants to use him to make the Keyblade, which everyone instantly understands is different from the Keyblade. They meet up with Xehanort and Vanitas and then immediately hilariously get their asses beat. Braig shows up and reveals that the plan is to kill her, which will make Terra succumb to his latent darkness, which again would have been ruined if Vanitas had killed Aqua earlier in the game. Aqua swears to Braig that their mind games will never drive them apart. Oops. They fight, and then you fight Vanitas, who has taken over Ventus's body and is maybe also fighting Ventus in the spirit plane or something. I got pretty lost at this part. Aqua wins, Ventus wins, the Keyblade is destroyed, and Vanitas, I guess, just leaves? Ventus ends up in a coma, and Mickey brings him and Aqua to the mysterious tower for some desperately needed medical attention. Roll credits.